It's like poetry. They rhyme. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Retro Station 1989. I am Commander Dan, your elder shepherd through the world of Outer Worlds. That sounded preposterous and pretentious. So here we go. I'm also going to be playing through over on Twitch Indiana Jones shortly after this next episode of License Plate comes out, which will likely be tomorrow morning on both channels. A new episode will feature. I'm going to try and get it done moving forward just before the holiday. And the holiday. There'll be one new episode every week, and I'll try to make it on Mondays. But give me suggestions either in this chat. If you end up chatting today, throw it in the chat. But if you're watching this now, and I've already done streaming, because I'm a bozo, go ahead and hit the comments button down below, and go ahead and comment down there. But bear with me just a second here. Margot, lights, please. Margot, please, the light. There we go. Thank you, Margot. Sorry, my precious Gizmo is here. Hey, Giz, hold on. Oh, whoa! This is the newest addition to the Retro Station crew. This is the Gizmo. This is my kitten. She's amazing. Look at her. Look how amazing. She is also like me with social anxiety. Swarms her immediately when she has to leave. All right. We're gonna play the Outer Worlds. I have just for the sake of everybody watching, I have played through this before. I have not done the DLC, which we will do. This is good. We're gonna platinum this sumbitch. Sorry, children. Not to steal from Uncle Roger, but we are going to play through this. But I'm going to play through in a fun way for the audience to watch and to participate in. I'm an old man. That's why I put Booma on there, because I'm a Booma. I admit it, I guess. There is an actual definition for that. That's a baby boomer from the generation my dad was from. That's actually what that is. But it's been adopted by folks in the simple vernacular to be just old. And I am just old. My videos feature me with black hair. That's going to go the way of the dodo, because likely I will go the way of the dodo sometime in the next couple decades, and I'm making changes so that I'm around for that long. Yeah. Thanks for all our new subscribers, by the way. I believe our last subscriber's name, I have it here. Hold on. It was a while back. It's about 3 weeks ago. I have to say, it's weird. It stores it, like, by name in my OBS. So I'm looking through that right now. Hold on. Josie K. That's a year ago, though, dog. Oh, boy. At any rate, to our... I know we have some new subscribers. We have some new viewers. Hey, Johnny, hello. If you're here hanging out, hi. I don't see you in chat, but if you're here checking it out afterwards, hey, this is what we do. I don't stream often enough on either thing. Hey, you want to come up? We'll come up. No? Okay. You just want some attention. That's Gizmo. That's our cat. She came to us after... we lost Logan. Oh man, that's an older cat than even Egon. We lost Egon. He was very. He got to a very ripe old age, almost 15. So he was a great cat to me and my wife. One of the mods here, Drake Red. It's my friend Michael, and he knows Colin, a fellow friend, and Colin met Egon. Colin understood the rules for Egon. The rules for Egon were, do not touch the gray cat. I said to my sister, pardon my French here, but I said, God damn it, Naomi, I told you, don't touch that cat. Tell your kids not to touch that cat. I don't mean don't look at him and don't be nervous, just don't touch him. He's like a bad cop. He's entrapping you. You go near him with a pet, he's like, this is self-defense. You're assaulting me now. In fact, that new Lonely Island song, Here I Go, yeah, that's Egon every day. And you're always on his lawn, and you're always emptying your dog's bowels right in the grass. You've been warned. He's not aggressive unless you go after him. What do you mean by after? He considers reaching a violence to his soul. So don't touch the gray effing cat. I wanted to make t-shirts and buttons and hand them that hell out at every turn. Don't touch the gray cat. Egon, you'll be missed by me and my wife and literally everyone else that hated your guts for how vicious and violent you are. And he was so little when we first got him, and I don't buy into the whole declawing animals thing anyway, like docking their tails and nipping their ears off. It's like, quote unquote, it makes them more aggressive. I'm like, if you chop my ass off and I know that I'm no longer free to do as I like all the time. Yeah, I wonder why Rottweilers get so fierce. Also, when you dock the tail of a dog or dock their ears, it's generally speaking, number one, you're not on a ranch, so it's not to identify your dog if it ever gets loose. It's for dog fighting, generally speaking, and it's gross, and I don't do it. And declawing a cat, well, for Egon, he was so little. He fit in my one hand, and my one hand is pretty big, but still. Oh my God, it's so huge. It grabbed my own face, and now I'm crushing your head. Oh, everybody get crushed. Can you tell me what that's from in the comments down below? You will get yourself a no prize. Speaking of future no prize receivers, I still have a couple people to address over our email address, which is retrostation1989@gmail.com. Please fire off a question for the next show, suggestions for games you think I should cover, and suggestions for shows that you'd like to see in the future. But Gizmo's our new cat. She replaced Egon. And I was warned with Egon, if you name them something weird, the cat will be weird. And I was thinking that so my sister Naomi's totally into the Broadway show Cats and the Story, I guess, by T.S. Eliot. Or was it T.S. Eliot? I think so. It was a poem or some nonsense. She explained the Jellicle thing to me. Like, they have a name that the people give them, they have the name that they go by, and they have a name that they're known by in the world of cats. It's a very mystical thing. I thought the story Andrew Lloyd Webber did really good on. He does that, generally speaking. I like Cats just fine. I think it's one of those theater school shows, though. It's like, man, the audition process is going to be stacked with theater majors. And folks who don't necessarily love the theater but are very good dancers, oof. You ever met a dancer who can't sing or act? Yeah, casting for those shows sucks. But I like Phantom of the Opera, but it seemed like, I don't know. At any rate, so my first cat that I got was from my wife, Stephanie. Actually, that was my second cat that I was ever gifted. My first cat that I was gifted was Logan. My second cat was with my wife, Stephanie, and she gave me Egon. And I named him Egon because I was like, well, I'm a Ghostbusters fan, of course, and he was so little, and I was like, that's so funny. I wonder if he's going to grow up to be like a wild ass. So I wanted to name him something nerdy, so I named him Egon. And everyone was like, you can't do that. If you name a cat something weird, it will be weird in some way. Oh, well, you know that moment when Bill Murray tries to roast Egon, when Venkman roasts Egon in the first movie? I think she just likes your big brain. Actually, the ladies really love the size of my epididymis. Yeah. So, Egon turned out to be a secret badass. Who knew? We left him his claws because he was so very little. And we have red-tailed hawks in this area that will just snatch up a damn cat. Coyotes as well. So it's like, leave his claws. He'll have a fighting chance at least. And my wife's first cat when we were married, and she was a sweetheart, Thera, she died of rabbit bites or raccoon bites or something. And we didn't notice. It was a small bite. It got infected. And she was a long-haired Maine Coon. And she was an indoor-outdoor cat. And when we found her hiding behind a chair, and we took her to the vet, and the vet was like, there was nothing you could have done about this. She was attacked or bitten. So it was either a neighbor with a BB gun, or it was an animal attack that happened within a month of when she passed. But that all being said, to say, my new cat also, Gizmo, is weird as hell. But she's more like Phoebe from Friends than Wolverine or Egon. So let's play the game. Oh, also, damn, how long have I been yammering away? I'll check one thing real quick here. Okay, so for 10 minutes I've been talking about stuff going on here. I have many projects coming up over this next new year. A lot of big things that we're going to be doing here on the channel and elsewhere in my life. I just want to thank everybody who's supported me, and also to my friends at StoryForge. The reason why everything's been late beyond my commitments at conventions for my Illustrator gig, we had like 4 or 5 people pass, both in my family and my wife's friend circle, like her dear friend from like youth up to just about a little bit after we got married. He got kind of out of touch for everybody. So, and he passed. So, and it devastated my wife. She's still trying to handle it. I have a few friends that would do that to me for. So, my grandmother passed. That was rough. I've told stories about her on the show. My grandmother Gloria. And thanks everybody, by the way, who over on Facebook, where my last name is known, and you're in groups with with me or my family. Thank you so much for your condolences. I did appreciate that too. Yeah. So when my mom passed a couple of years back, about 8 years, not even 8, maybe 4 years ago or 6 years ago, I don't think I grieved right. You know, and maybe it was a different situation, but with my grandmother, I have been in the grieving process. She practically raised me, and it was hard. It was hard because I'm 8 states away, and it happened overnight. There was no like sickness, then a turnaround, and you know the ups and downs of a long-term illness. She had dementia when she passed. That's not what killed her though. Emphysema probably did, or pneumonia, which that's a very common way for old folks to get sick and to pass away. But this isn't to bum anyone out. This is to let everyone know that I'm coming out of the other side of this feeling a lot better. I also lost my cousin Tammy, who had dementia as well. I never approached this other than I think I've recorded a couple videos regarding the situation with that fellow, the completionist, and I might have let one out when I was streaming just to be angry, but I have a lot of thoughts about people who steal from folks with dementia and their families. Anyway, so did you hear about that tragedy that happened in New York? 2 weeks ago, maybe a week ago. I know what you're thinking of, and no, I'm not playing the Outer Worlds because of that, I don't think. It could be a message or anything, but also, you're probably thinking of that billionaire who was shot by a murderer who murdered the alleged murderer who allegedly unalived them. And yeah, wow. But that's not the tragedy I'm talking about. I think I was told by my friend Mike he left his sweater on the L, or on the subway rather. Tragedy. That coat was an O Ridge members only jacket, and he had kept it beige and perfect. Maybe you don't know because you're not old like me. This inspirational music is how I felt every time I saw his badass members only jacket. So let's please give a thought to everyone else on Earth, especially those harmed by that guy who apparently was allegedly unalived by some dude. But more importantly, Mike's jacket. Here we go.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars?
Don't challenge me, TV.
The only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of
that sounds great.
Will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed.
How could anything go wrong?
With guaranteed full employment.
Oh.
Only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny. When you
okay.
go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Brr. By the way, guaranteed employment. I mean, is that like a euphemism for slavery? You're guaranteed to work. That sounds like work. It sounds like it's going to suck and I'm going to hate it. Ooh, man, these gray folks are so good. Except for that, like, on my screen there's artifacting. I don't know if you're seeing the same thing. I'm going to try and take advantage. All right, there we go. Bear in mind too that I have to check the chat on my desktop screen. Because I don't know what it is with PS5 syncing with the chat, and I haven't reset it or fixed it or anything. So sorry.
I hope you're ready to shoulder a burden, friend. Fastest gun in Halcyon. Or you will be, once you get hold of a gun.
Okay.
Finally, evidence of intelligent life in Halcyon.
There we go. So I'm going to be portraying the everyman hero and janitor, Roger Wilco from the Space Quest series. I figured that would be a lot of fun for us to do. Yeah, that works. Roger usually does range stuff.
I hear Monarch's in need of more game hunters.
No, he did use a pistol, so I'll say that he has an aptitude for that.
A fellow tinkerer.
Yeah, that's because he learned how to do things. Leadership and determination. Trying to think of what he does most throughout the series. It's probably not tech, right? Okay, so no, he figures things. Puzzles are meant to be figured out. So, okay, his intelligence is good. Actually, you get the feeling that the narrator thinks he's a dumb guy, so I'm gonna put his intelligence at average.
Charismatic enough to give the chairman a run for his bits.
when he's around other humans, he seems to be very charming. But people also treat him like crap. So we'll say he's got good charm. We'll give him very high dexterity.
You could slip into all sorts of hard-to-reach places.
All right, easy there. I'm not gonna harsh your buzz, buddy, but I'm not squeezing into nothing, pal, except a negligee and a nice, sweet martini. Don't let people tell you that sweet beverages are not the height of masculinity, because I'll put up my Mai Tai, my Suffering Bastard, up against most of your drinks every day. It tastes like crap. Yeah, I can drink 50 of these. I'm the Midori master. Come get these melon balls. All right, so on to my skills ores. I think I'll put it at ranged. Roger does a lot of sneaking around, right? Oh, engineering. So, yeah, he's a sanitation engineer. All right, that was the tiebreaker. Beverage service technician. Ooh, I could be Lister. Nope. They actually have janitor. We choose janitor.
Cleaning our latrines.
All right. So corrosion damage received -3. Oh, dude. There's mods that. Oh, never mind. I am a. Okay. I need Whitey. I need Hong K. That'll do, right? See, here's a problem. This Roger looks close, but the jaw is too firm. There, I think this will do. Average dude face. Okay, that would be your name if I had a choice. But your name is going to be Roger Wilco, and that also is my choice. All right. When did Lord Deneth? I think that's actually the Roger Wilco haircut. And he has like this light brown hair. It sounds like everybody hurts. I think I've probably mentioned that before when playing this game. Because everybody hurts. Not at this part. I'll mention it when it happens again. It's a little too blonde. That's too red. There we go. That'll do. Nope, that's it. My God, I'm Harrison Ford now. Let's just suck all the happiness right out of this dum-dum. That's what they said when I was a very young man. The 80s were a different time, that's all I'm saying. Hey. All right. Roger Wilco. And next, we just make sure we're looking at the right thing. Okay, great. I can fix things and clean them. I'm really good with handguns. I always make long guns my specialty because sniping is always the way to go in Fallout to survive and get through the story. I do have this game set to tourist mode, basically, just so we can have fun with this. I'm more interested in this added story stuff from the DLC and everything. So, welcome to a cozy, legit, real, just vibing playthrough of Outer Worlds. Where it is here local time is meaning that we're probably going to play until about 4 o'clock or so. So it's about 5 hours of play, maybe. Maybe a little longer or shorter, maybe 3 hours. I'm going to get to where when I'm streaming, I'll know how long it's going to be, and I'll create a schedule for it. But for now, I'm just playing it by ear. So yeah, let's start the game.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend. Not likely, bootlickers.
Ooh.
Initiate skip jump. Shit.
Okay.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? A bit of bad news there, I'm afraid.
Your
Oh.
colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and
Huh.
forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally,
That's a long time.
after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's
Yeah.
called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to
What?
keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess...
Thank you, and also weird.
Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see you're in position.
He's a plum smuggler. I knew it. Fresh plums are hard to come by in space. I myself only eat turnips, so...
Can you hear me? Is this thing working?
Can you feel me near you?
Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. And not to worry, I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
Generals gathered in their masses. But down. Just like witches at black masses. Down. Evil minds apply destruction.
You've landed good.
Sorcerers of destruction. Whoa, Lord, yeah.
Him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it.
Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fella.
All right, folks, I'm looking for something real quick here. This will take just a second. Well, this is weird. Okay. Well, okay, sorry. Well, sorry for the delay. Okay, geez, I just want to do something fun. All right. Okay, I was just putting on my gloves for whatever reason. I couldn't find the ones I wanted to wear because I got 2 pairs of them now. I've had 3. The first ones were really janky. Also, that brings up something for me. If you're watching to this point, thank you for hanging out and checking this out after the fact. My wonderful space pirates. Down below, let me know what you think if you hear this part of this. I'm going to actually probably note this in the video afterwards. What do you think of me and Margot redoing pretty much everything until Jurassic Park? Because everything pre-green screen, full green screen that we had, was, I want to say it was crap. So I got told last night that I'm PC, that I'm very politically correct. I don't know that I am, but I appreciate people who let me know that they are also appreciative that I don't use a lot of foul language. I do drop the F-bomb occasionally on the show, and that's another thing. It doesn't really, the first however many episodes don't fit with the tone of the show as it is now. So, for the important message here, and it is very important. I'm not being canceled. All right, this is self-editing to welcome more people aboard. It has nothing to do with capitulating to anyone's opinion but my own. It's just that I have fans of all kinds, and I don't want to have said something in the past out of just joking around, that in these times now, it might just seem a little callous, I guess. By the way, that's what you're going to find with most Gen Xers right now. If they have a lot of spice in their life and saltiness about being online, well, you're never going to know it because there are a lot of them are just going to disengage. They're like, nope. I'd rather never speak to certain people again and we'll just drop off the map. But let's just say this: I don't want I want them to all match the quality of the current episodes more than anything. But I will never tell you guys bullshit stories if what I'm, about what happens aboard the retro station. I won't include you on everything because I am the fictional commander of a bullshit space place or whatever. Under the guise of being a man-child who can't let go of his past, I am allowed to be the representative of Planet X and a certain space somebody from space. Josh, the next script I think you're really going to like, or you won't be able to do it before Christmas. But that's just a little sneaky peeky. But no, I'm just thinking about redoing them to match the quality. Maybe also update the scripts so they're funnier and stuff. Just more puppet stuff and more like getting the story across. You know what I mean? Because I don't consider myself a filmmaker. I'm not George Lucas or anything. For one, I don't find rabbits all that funny. Sorry, George. Still love you. But I want this to be kind of fun to watch. My hope is, and also my hope is to carry on Cygnus Destroyer's defense of the ludicrous and the old and the whimsical, and challenging that common knowledge that a game is bad is part of my favorite part of this review process. I can't remember who corrected me, but I think it was Train corrected me on my Three Stooges video a long time ago. I think somebody popped in when the channel first started up and said that, yeah, the game was hard, but you should really try it again with a manual. And I said maybe we would re-review licenses to see if they still have a license to play. My issue with doing that, the possibility of that, is covering. Anyway, if you think it's a good idea or you think it deserves further discussion, please manage to get your opinion entered down below in the comments section. All right, let's go ahead. So Phineas needs my help to set things right in Halcyon, but I need transportation.
Oh, might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing.
Oh, dude. Well, I'll take your boots. I cannot take your boots. So that was Alex Hawthorne. I can tell you a little bit about the story that I have on my mind. Alex Hawthorne is like a Han Solo type. Or she. I think they refer to him as he in the lore. But that is a goes both way name. So it could just as easily been a lady named Alexandria, It's the daughter of the French broad from Lost. Oh, and I'm going to say things like broad. Sorry, ladies. I don't mean it in a reductivist way. I mean it in a comedic way because of this game. But that's probably the last one I'm going to do. And that's what I call a pre-apology. I'm not going to apologize for shit. Said in jest again, ever. So, there you go. It was a joke. Take a joke. I think it was, it might have been Ricky Gervais, but probably not. It might have been that other guy. I can't remember his name for the life of me right this second. But he has a really funny, weird laugh, and he roasts people. He does crowd work in his show that just basically roasts the people paying to see him, which people who watch him and think he's funny, like Ricky Gervais, often think they're very smart. But it's like, you don't realize this guy's pissing down your neck and calling it rain. He's mocking you to your face on many different levels here. Okay, well. I already knew the thing about crouching, and I'm in stealth. Aw. They kind of look like dogs, so I imagine they thought we were going to be able to train them like dogs. Well, your big brother didn't see me. All right, let's go through here. Oh, that whole long, rambling, stupid story about my cats ended with a lack of information that you probably need.
See now, you've been frozen for a while.
Huh.
Bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Now a warning? I hear somebody coughing. Let's go bash their head in with a stick. Oh, but the story about my cat, why she's named Gizmo, is that she doesn't meow much. But she does make one noise. She kind of meows when she purrs. When she's satisfied and feels safe, she goes, "Brrr," and I'm like, oh, and she's like caramel and white, and I was like, oh my god, I know her name. And stuff goes, what? And when she goes, "Brrr," I'm like, see, she's singing, and she's like Gizmo.
You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, wow, that stinks.
All right, sit still, patch you up.
Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange for my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help.
Yeah, I bet.
Better, thanks to you. I might have bled out on my own. Or worse, had to go begging the boss for some Adrena time. We were on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun is fired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with...
Well, that's it, Roger. Roger Wilco. What's this about marauders?
Flesh-eating, law-breaking, unemployed lunatics with guns.
Who are you, Anna Kasparian?
Had grounded their spacecraft.
They're homeless and also monsters.
Track marauders. See those
Oh boy.
By the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad. Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun.
Yeah, I'm thinking better. Give me the gun, I'll take care of it.
Counting the bullet in my side.
Yeah.
Here, you can have my... All Spacer's choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest.
Jimmy Carr was the guy I was thinking of.
Yes, nailed it that time.
Can you tell me where I am?
You hit your head or something?
Yes.
You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's choice community.
That's right, Roger. You're on another planet.
Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna.
Oh. So you wonder where spam is made? Fish spam? I guess it's made here in Edgewater, which is a high school nearby where I live. Do you know anything about the Hope?
The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something?
No, I'm anti-Cleo.
Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but
that doesn't mean I'm pro-Cleo, does it?
With Cleo workers. Company policy.
Oh man, I get the feeling that's going to be on your headstone, my man. Because I'm about to I'm about to take your butt ass out, Mr. Butt Ass. Okay, here we go. Sorry for all the swears. Mom. This is Ghost. Since she did pass away a while ago. And she would haunt my game room. So, folks, when you're watching this, ask yourselves this question. Because I watched a movie recently about, of all things, a talking weasel. And it wasn't Suicide Squad 3 or something. It was another movie starring Simon Pegg about a famous parapsychologist and his investigation into a talking weasel. My question came about from, and I looked up this guy, and I'm like, he was actually like a paranormal researcher in the way that researchers would actually research it if they use science to research it. I think that makes sense, yeah? So anyway,
Can you hear me? What in the hell?
Guy's name is Ivor Nandor, I think. He was American from a Romanian family, I think. Romanian? Sorry about that, Lilo and Stitch It Up. I got to have me my sprat hide for dinner. Ooh, tactical time dilation. Hibernation complications detected, Roger Wilco. It seems you have tactical time dilation. Due to complications stemming from being revived after an extended hibernation, your brain processes time differently. Pressing the tactical time dilation button, the T-titty button, it slows down the world, Roger, giving you time to think as well as take action. We figured you need extra time, Roger, being such a dunce. You have a limited time in this mode. Standing still drains your titty meter very slowly. While moving and attacks drain it faster, the titty meter refreshes slowly over time. Press R1 to activate TTD, or T-titty. Okay. Why does he have nipples, that moon man? Alright. Let me crouch. And I'm going to shoot him right in his crouch. Woo! I'm jet riding, limo riding, wheeling dealing, kiss stealing, freewheeling, son of a gun. Woo. Hacking and picking locks. Your hacking and lockpick skills help you get into places you're not meant to be. Mag picks are used to break open mag locks, and bypass shunts are used to open bypass. Never mind. Sorry, slip of the commander tongue. They're used to break computer encryptions, Roger. If your skill is high enough to break the security, you will see how many mag picks or shunts you need and how long it will take. Raising your skill will lower the number of items used and speed up the process. And, oh yeah, and shout-outs, I must have said this, actually, she may have passed right after that last broadcast. But if I didn't say it, Jan, this goes out to you. Jan was a friend of mine that I met with a author and publisher friend of mine. He brought me with him as a guest to a convention which became part of my life for a while. In fact, our mod, Michael, and we did talk about this last time, but our mod, Michael, was the guest relations folks, head of that for the convention. And if you've ever gone to a convention as a guest or ever were appreciative that somebody famous or somebody that you admire or wanted to talk to went to a convention, guest services is why, and guest handling is why. They make it so that everything seems normal. Like, nothing's normal about being invited to a convention in terms of how it makes you feel if you grew up a certain way. I didn't have money entitlements growing up. We talk about that on the show a lot too. But I don't say it to say that anyone doing more well off than our family we disliked or I have some kind of grudge. Because, ooh. Really, gun? Night night. What the hell? Are you for real with this right now? All right, dude. You're not dead yet. I want your stuff. Where is he? And got thrown into the tall grass, never to be seen again. Just like Dave Chappelle's orangutan girlfriend that he talks about in his comedy. Um, but yeah, being part of that, like being a guest at a convention, fun, and probably the greatest honor that I've gotten in a while would be how just how everyone at Midwest Gaming Classic treats my wife and I, and JFAX especially was great too. They kind of focus more on anime, less tabletop stuff. So I haven't been back in a while. But neither is James, my friend who introduced me to everybody there, who is just amazing. Also, check them out if you play role playing games like tabletop role playing games. Check out this game that James and my friend Jack wrote. I think James edited and proofread and has written a lot of material for it. And the artist for this, Tian Jia, Blood, Silk, and Jade. Dude, if you want like a traditional Hong Kong cinema fantasy world, as if the artwork fell right out of Avatar and Korra, then you're going to want to check this role-playing game out.
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders here. Go on that run.
Landing violators.
Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad.
Oh no.
I'd slap him with a
The drama.
Weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
Man, see, I can wear these while shooting, but not while shooting. You know. No, I forgot. Like, I'm losing a lot of weight, right? Now it's just an announcement of how much more I'm going to lose before my birthday this year coming up, because I've got a huge milestone birthday coming up, along with a huge medical milestone for men who still who have to keep healthy. At 50, you have to go and do something and get everything taken a look at. So I'm going to just keep losing weight until I have to do that. So there's a parking ticket and Mad Max Marauders are out about, and you're going to keep both of those things in your head as something to handle. All right. What do you think, Roger? What should we say to her? So I heard I found one of your teammates holed up in a cave.
Really? How is he?
He'll make it. I helped him with the pain.
Shouldn't have done that. Spacer's Choice family ain't authorized to receive medical aid from off-brand physicians. We'll see him back to Edgewater, just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense.
I love this game so much.
Need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs, son.
Should I persuade her to help? Or intimidate her? Oh, no.
Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation...
That's right. Break the rules. Burn it all down.
You're right. Next time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship and file
Ooh, cross them off.
Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Easy!